All right, good morning. Back on deck. Danny was just telling me how it was wave after wave of camels that he was shooting the other day. And we've got to go down to Sweetwater, tidy up some of the ones that we saw last night. And we've also got to go to Two Up, which has got its dipstick down. So we've got a spare pump and we've got a spare impeller. Just shows that during summer, it's imperative to keep on top of your waters and to take out those feral animals, just like Danny did. And having the cameras makes it a lot easier to know who's wasting and who's using your water. So we're geared up. I think Danny wants to drive this morning. He's run out of ammo with his rifle. We've got another one. And yeah, we're going to get started. So we'll have a nice day. Danny and I are rolling up to Sweetwater. We're half expecting that we're going to have some camels hanging about. So we're just making sure that we've got our ear protection in. Danny's wearing some contacts, just so if he's driving and I'm on the back, we can communicate nice and clearly. And those are from one of my mates. That's from Rick. And yeah, we figured that while we're doing this, it's better for the driver to have the better comms. So that's what we've decided to go. So thanks again, Rick. And we'll see if we've got anything here we need to take control of. Did all right? Yesterday what they did is they just hung around sort of between the old yards and the bush there, and they were all just sitting down, and then they walked out towards the road, but they didn't go on the road. I shot two down here the other day on your track. There's the camel tracks there from after the rain. We'll go out via this track. Clear. Alright, so we've just been checking the cameras as we're driving along, and out near Parsons we've got around 25 or 30 camels, and that was as of 1 minute ago. So we're just going to take this backtrack and we're going to get in and pop up and ruin their day, really. So that's part of our summer work. So yeah, just going to go along and we're going to find out how well this Wedgetail will cycle when it's in the thick of things in a desert environment. So in getting ready for this little operation that we're going to be doing, Danny and I have been going through our briefing. Danny's going to be driving. He'll have the ear pro on so he can hear me. And what we've decided is when we get to the airstrip, we're going to hop out. I'm going to get on the back of the ute, and we're going to stay talking to each other as we go. And we're going to come into the group, move around to the north, and then work on them. And we'll just work our way through the bush. We'll stop and shoot as we go. How you going? Get close to him, Danny. Yep. Let's go. All right, now we can take it steady. Keep going. Let's get into him. Yep, hold. Let's go. Let's go. Right. Yeah, he won't run. We'll go. Okay. Yeah, let's go up to them, make sure they're all fucked. Hey, sorry, mate.
Good headset.
Hey?
Good headset.
Oh, yeah, yeah. So you can hear me nice?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, brilliant.
Oh. your shot.
Yeah? Alright, so that wasn't the mob we were going for, but that Wedgetail went pretty bloody well. And yeah, she cycles well. We've kept her wet and yeah, well lubricated obviously. And it operates very smoothly. So just going through, making sure everything's dead, and also just going to recharge mags before we roll on to the target site. So what was that? That was 3, 6, 8?
Yeah.
8 camels. So a couple of rounds down, but tell you what, it is a bit tricky. You know, we're working through the bush, and Danny's done a bloody good job of driving to keep us on target. And yeah, he just reads where we can go, where they're going, and we work well as a team. All right, loaded up with our mags, and we're back on the main drag. Main drag being our private station track internal, and we're eastbound at the moment. So the animals are still at Parsons. We've got about 10 k's to go to target. So back on the track, and Danny was just saying that he's liking these headphones. They're working pretty well. And yeah, it was good practice on the small mob. Now we're going to get onto a big group, and I think we're going to do the same model up on the back and keep going. Might even take my range bag up there, because that way I've got all my magazines with me. At the moment, as you can see, I'm not using a chest rig or anything. That's still in the mail. So I'm just running it in my pockets, which, yeah, they're good. I can get to them quick enough, and just like when I'm on the ground walking and shooting, it's as we move from site to site that I'll check my mag and get a fresh one in there. So we are going to keep our eyes peeled and ready for the job. Alright, so I've just literally said that, and we've got another whole load of fresh tracks. Now, we had some rain last night, which is giving us a massive advantage, because that means all the tracks we see are within the last 8 to 10 hours. So yeah, it's got potential to be a very, very busy day, but it's a job we've got to do. Right, I'll get up, I'll put my bag on as well, and we'll get to the yards and we'll curve around to the left. All right, good to go. Yeah, it's at your discretion, Danny, however you want to go. We've got cows in there as well. We'll take out the standing ones first. So get close, get to 50. I want to drop the big fella. Go, go, go. Forwards, forwards. Steady. Oi, oi, oi. Yeah, go, go. Alright, yep. Oi, 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 oi. Yep, go. Yeah, go. Go! Wait! Go! 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 Ah, fuck you. Go! Oi, 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 oi! Camel, camel, look! Yeah, close up on him, Danny. Go! One second. Stoppage. All right, let's go clear them. Wait. Ah, fuck it. Foot. Good. He's out. He's out. Oh, wait. Yeah, he's done. Foot. Yep. Got one up. Keep going, you'll see him. Yep. There's our bucket, Danny. Oh, keep going. When you get back to the track, you'll see our bucket. Good. One of these ones had his head up. That one. Good. He's good. He's good. That one's good. 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 That's us. Cool. Do you want to pull up to Parsons? We'll grab a drink. Magazine out. What do you reckon of that, Danny?
Yeah, pretty fun.
Bit easier than just driving and shooting?
Yeah, but easier than one person job.
Yeah. Oh, didn't even film you there. So what did you reckon? I think that was 32.
I haven't cut it.
Yeah, I'd have to go through the video and check how many we got, but the rifle went flawlessly. I spent a bit of ammo, but everything's dead, so job done, and we've protected our waters. So we're gonna have a quick drink, then we're going to head on out to Camel, get that camera going. While we do this, we'll make sure that our ammunition's all restored and we're ready for the next group like that. So yeah, we're going to take 5 and we'll be back. So Camel Bore is one of our most southeast bores that we have on the station, and it's inside the lake area, but it is an interesting area to get camels, so we're keen to get out over there. A dangerous thing out here is that you can go outside of your range very easily because you can see camels a lot further than you can shoot. We're talking about things that are in the range of, you know, higher power firearms. So you're looking at animals out at 800 meters, and because you've got the dead ground and they are a large animal, it can get tricky to pick their size, and it can be tricky to pick how far away they are. So we're going to go out across these flats, see what we've got, get to the water bore, and then fix our camera up so that we've got that intel up. So yeah, just another Thursday. Well, it looks like the Camel's got a mobility kill on us. We've got a tyre that's got a slow leak, so the good thing is that we're just going to whip it off and get it back into the carrier. When we get home, it's going to be an easy patch. It's not a complete write-off. So spend a couple of minutes here and we're going to change that out. Then we're going to go pull a pump. Yeah, we'll need to go up another couple if we can. So, to everyone that's sort of sat there and gone, oh, why don't you just chase them in your car when you're shooting camels? We have a vehicle that's dedicated for it. When we are doing a full operation on camels, we've got Jumbo, the little Nissan Patrol. This car's got the harder tyres, the MRFs, which are pretty good in this country, but you can still do a stake like that. One thing that we don't like doing in temperatures like this, changing tyres and running low on them. So we've got another spare. We're just on our way home. Well, we've got 2 up to do, but we're on main drag. So what that means is that we change our method of it. We change our approach a little bit and we do more shooting from the road and a little bit of work on the ground. But once we've got the other tyre back up, we can continue to do chase work like that. And it's going to be even better when we've got the air support to be able to drive the animals back onto us so we can just keep shooting. Right, we're going to crack on, go check out what's going on at 2 Up. Okay, so we're back at 2 Up and it's not pumping. It's saying low power, which usually implies that our little screw is stuck. You know, it's seized, it's worn out, something. So we're going to just pull this out and we're going to replace it. It is currently 38 degrees. So it's 38 degrees at the moment. So we're just going to put the camera down and we're going to pull this impeller out and get to work. And probably turn this off because we don't want it to cook. Pull all 4 of these out. Place them down over there. And undo these Phillips head screws just to take it apart. And then we can put that back in.
No.
Worry about that part. There we go. So that fellow there, we've got to undo him. He doesn't have, oh, he does have a grub screw. Right, so small Allen key into there. and you want to just give it a little nip when you get it all the way in, just to lock him up, because I have had him come a little bit loose. So I guide, you let it in. Hit the water. Yep. There's your head.
Oh, will be right.
Lovely. I'll wait for it to spit out some of that hot water before I have a taste, Danny. Still hot. A bit of camel bait that we're putting out. The water from underground will be nice and cool. Tastes a bit like, I don't know, it's fucking good enough for a drink, Danny. Rough enough? We might give that a little bit of a brush. Alright, so just going to show that it's not always action and camel shooting out here. We do have another job, and in fact it's our primary job, and that's making sure that our cattle are healthy and safe. And we do that by having the yards, which 90% of the time prevent the camels from getting in there and getting to the water, and also having our cameras, which lets us see problems like this with the dipstick. Lets us see the camels like the ones Danny shot the other day, the ones that we shot earlier today, and we've got good comms, so it makes our lives easier and us able to relax a bit more about some of those other pressures. Really, what it is doing is making sure that we're a drought resilient station, that we're prepared and we're able to take action when it changes. It's not always acknowledged. It's even been said that there is no link between video data and drought preparedness, but I don't know. What do you think? Do you think that having the cameras is a valuable tool for making sure that the station runs safely and neatly, enhancing animal welfare and also protecting the native landscape and the landscape that we need to be able to make a living? Because if there was no money out here to be made out of cattle, we wouldn't be out here. All right, so Danny and I are just going to pack the tools away, get home for lunch. Danny and I are just cruising our way home, going out across some of the salt bush. Oh, we've got a camel out there, Danny. Fucking A. Right, I guess we're going to load up. I'll jump on the back. You want to get your ears? 2, 1. 1 out.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I'll just take one extra magazine with me. This time we're getting steak.
Yep.
Good. Right, let's go tidy them up. How are you up? Wait! I'll walk to him. We've got cold water in the fridge. Right, so as I was saying before, this is the country where we have been seeing some horses, but like I was saying earlier, and as you just saw, it is a bit of a problem being able to see a long way, particularly when we're using our 308, which is good for our close work. They were out almost at 500 meters when we first started having a crack at them. And we really don't like using our 308s over 300. And so, yeah, those ones would have been more suited to our 300 Win Mag. But we don't carry that around with us all the time. The 308s are nice and convenient. But we dropped 3 of them. They were, well, we dropped all 3. They cost us a couple of dollars each. They were some big bulls, so it's good to get them out of the mix. Over there, we'll turn the overflow tank on to stop, top up the stock tank. So we've made it home without being attacked by hordes of camels. And this Arvo, I'm going to go do some work on some communication stuff. I'm going to ask Danny to do one of the most difficult jobs that we have on a day like this. Danny, can you clean the swimming pool?
Oh, yeah.
Hey there, little falcon. What are you up to? You're right. I'm just going to move the airplane, if you're okay with that. You okay there, buddy? No, you go back. You can go back to where you were. You're fine. I'm gonna just take my motorbike. Just chill out, mate. Alright, so I'm going to take the bike up for this short run, just up to the Virgin's Tower. It's going to be a reboot, but also I'm just going to have a look at what I'm going to need to do to get her back up and running if it is a small issue. So I've got the rifle slung up, and I've had a few issues when using it with the sling, but that's just placement. I've got to put a single point swivel just around the buffer tube. That'll be really handy. But I'm just going to see how she goes for this, and then if I come across anything I need to pop, I'll just detach the sling and work from there. So I'm on the bike, and I'm just going to put my helmet on, and I've got my hat perched up there, so if I do go shooting, I'll be able to take it off and go hat style. So short ride. So this is the Virgin's repeater site. It's the first leg out from the homestead, and it gives us a pretty good elevation. We hit that hill over there, which is Mount Courtney. We've gone up there before. Hopefully I'll get a video together soon of when Ann and I went up there to service it. And this one here points to our jump up tower, which then covers the entire southern part of the station. So what's happening at the moment is sometimes it's doing the top half, sometimes it's doing the bottom half. I'm trying to work out why. Could be the temperatures that the unit's facing, and that means then we're going to have to put a new box in here, which means physically going to put a larger box in, a steel one, so we've got more space for airflow. Might even whack a fan in there as well. So let's pop them open, see what we got. First thoughts, we've got a problem with our charging system or our solar, because that is not reading anything. BBs, let's have a look over here. But yeah, she is quite warm. I'll show you what we got in here. We've got the YTech Alien. Now these are pretty well rated. They go out to 70 degrees. It appears that this temperature on here, that's too hot to touch. I'd be saying that she's about 80. I didn't find my laser temp gun, so a little bit lax there, but we'll see what our status lights are doing. We've got some which are shut down, some which are active. All right. Okay, so I've done a reboot of the system, and all my units on this tower are operational, and we have the link to the homestead. So it's going to take a few minutes for it to link up to all the other points, like the repeater sites, Courtney and Jump Up, which is known as Dusty Tower, while they come onto the network. But it appears that we've gotten away with it for now. This is probably the tightest unit that we have on the station. The other ones are able to be cooled because they're inside a IBC, so intermediate bulk container, which gives a lot of airflow. If we get away with it for now, I might leave it because we've got a couple of other water points cameras which aren't operational. They've gone down. We're going to change them out for different tech. All right, so we're linked to the top end of the station. Now all the other stages on that link are up and operational because they didn't reset. Now I'm going to jump in and look at our cameras so we can work out what tomorrow's plan really is going to be. All right, the cameras are up, the network's up, and I'm good to go. So I'm just going to whip down. I've got one camera that's just down here at the spring. That's not responding. Chances are it's one of these light beams, and it's just been bent down a little bit by a bird landing on it. So I'm going to whip down on the bike, go down, and while I'm there, may as well do a bit of a lap around the spring and see if we've got anything coming in and causing trouble. So yeah, a bit more motorbike action. All right, so Wi-Fi's working and we're all good here. Well, that wraps up the day. Comms are back up. Took out some camels and a canine. Now, it was only one of three. As you saw, I had a bit of a fumble. One, the bike was falling over onto me, and I forgot that I had it set to safe. Rookie move, but that's, skills and drills, practice. But we are going to be able to get those other two dogs using a little bit of stealth and hopefully a bit of night equipment to make sure that we can make sure that we've got the jump on them. Well, it's time for a beer and hopefully a swim. Thanks everyone, and hope you've gained something from today or just enjoyed a day in the life. Cheers.